100.5
The Peak.
We are very thrilled to welcome to 100.5 The Peak Metric. Emily Haynes and Jimmy Shaw are here. Welcome, for goodness sakes.
Hi, thanks.
You know, you have no fair weather fans, we discovered over the last 3 weeks. It really is amazing how many people wanted to go to the show tonight. Why is that? What do you guys do? What's the secret?
I'm not totally sure, actually. I don't know, stay honest or something.
I think it's that people have been with us for a long time from the beginning. You know, we started out, I don't think we could have started with less fans, right? Like 15 people at the Silver Lake Lounge in Los Angeles. And I think our fans in Vancouver have been with us from the smallest club all the way.
Which was actually what used to be called the Green Room, right? Isn't that the
Yeah,
Media
is
Club?
that the same? It's the same place, right? Where we're playing this evening. The Media Club used to be called the Green Room.
That was our
Metric
first show in Vancouver.
Well, you had a great fan base then, and actually, Aja wanted to ask you, she's one of your hardest core fans. She has twist notes on her arm tattooed, and she wanted to know about Grow Up and Blow Away. And it's an album that you didn't release right away, but still, you somehow got a whole bunch of people interested in your music from there.
Yeah, well, it was just sort of one of those things. We were in a record deal. The record never came out, and sort of like in an attempt to fight back, we just sort of like sent it out and gave it away and had people try and listen to it in any possible way that we could. And I guess it just kind of grew by itself.
It was an interesting time too, because it was before what we know now to be the new, democratic distribution method known as the internet. It was really pretty new then what was happening. I remember we were getting, it was an exciting time for us when we would ever get an email. So I remember getting one from MySpace. All of a sudden I was like, what's that? And deleted, sadly, in early days. I thought it was spam or something, and then later on realized, like, okay, this is actually something significant that we should participate in. And we were just doing our version of that by, as Jimmy said, just anyone who wrote to us, we just sent them a CDR copy of Grow Up and Blow Away. And I think we had really put it to rest, but there was so much demand. I think people wanted to hold the real, definitive version in their hands. So we fought quite hard to buy the record back from the previous owner, who didn't really want to do much with it, and released it. Was it last year?
Yeah.
Was 07 maybe?
Yeah, 2007.
Somewhere in the post Live It Out pre-Fantasies void.
And now with your new album, it's already getting like crazy awesome reviews. There's one song that another one of our DJs, Sandra, is absolutely obsessed about. It's called Stadium Love, and we're just featuring that on our Check This Out song today. Where she wants to know, what is Stadium Love? And there's like a lot of kind of funky lyrics: spider versus bat, tiger versus rat, owl versus dove. Like, tell me what's going on with that.
Well, in principle, I really am opposed to telling people what songs are about, because for us, I think that's part of music and part of lyrics is please interpret it. Anything you hear, it's in there, like we would hope that you would hear whatever you want. And I'm never going to tell someone, no, that's not what it means, right? But in this case, it is kind of a funny story, because I'd been at Coachella, I came back to the studio, the guys had written a track, top to bottom, just no vocals. And I'm listening to it, I'm like, I really like this. This is really pushing something, a new sound that we were trying to create. I look on the bulletin board in the studio, and somebody's written in minuscule handwriting, Stadium Love, spider versus bat. And like miniature handwriting. So I'm looking at that, I'm listening to the song, and suddenly this image comes to me like I'm a filmmaker, like I'm Spielberg or something, right? I'm like, I can see it. It's this enormodome. It's this like gladiator style apocalypse where the natural world is turned on itself. There's no natural order. All the animals are killing each other. All the people in the stands are watching. The line between participant and spectator is blurred. It's totally a multi-million-dollar video concept. And I went into the booth and just was like, I got to sing this right away. Jimmy's like, all right, I'm pressing record. And for one of the first times with my lyrics, everyone in the band was like, I totally know what you're talking about. Which really struck us as odd in the interviews we've been doing, right? Like people are saying, like, what is that song about? And within the logic of this band, that's the one song that everyone in the band was like, we all see the same thing. We're all seeing the post-apocalyptic Colosseum with the swans biting the necks out of crocodiles.
Goes to show how much time we've spent together.
Okay, you're describing your music to someone who's never heard of Metric before. Describe it in 3 words.
Dancey, thinky, and smooth.
Dancey, thinky, smooth.
Let's do it. Let's hear some dancey, thinky, smooth music. Live for Metric, Jimmy and Emily are here, getting ready to play the Media Club, and here is the live version, the 100.5 The Peak version of Give Me Sympathy.
Get high, get too close to the flame. Wild, open space. Talk like an open book. Sign me up. Got no time to take a picture. I'll remember someday all the chances we took. We're so close to something better left unknown. We're so close to something better left unknown. I can feel it in my bones. Give me sympathy after all of this is gone. Who would you rather be? The Beatles or the Rolling Stones? Oh, seriously, you're gonna make mistakes, you learn. Come on, baby, play me something like Here Comes the Sun. Come on, baby, play me something like Here Comes the Sun. Don't go, stay with the all unknown, and stay away from the hurts, all the chances we took. We're so close to something better left unknown. We're so close to something better left unknown. I can feel it in my bones. Give me sympathy after all of this is gone. Who would you rather be? The Beatles or the Rolling Stones? Oh, seriously, you're gonna make mistakes, you learn. Come on, baby, play me something like Here Comes the Sun. Give me sympathy after all of this is gone. Who would you